To another edition of XFeed. My name is the Schiller, not doing a webcam today. I'm just going to be focusing on you guys, the stories at hand. A lot to go over. We're going to recap a little bit of yesterday where we discussed a situation allegedly at a Canadian bank, some of the responses, and just kind of a little bit of a deeper dive, and an interesting story out of Australia. But remember, the story yesterday in general was that everything was down horrifically. Here's a chart from BitBuy highlighting how SushiSwap, Bonk, those ones are down over 40%. Worldcoin, Pepe, Curve, DAO, Uniswap, all these big players, ton of things taking a huge hit. But when you go and check out the charts for today, it's kind of a similar situation where, yeah, the greed index is way down, us and down on the hour, we're down a percent. Things are going back the opposite way that people are wanting. But interesting narratives on the timeline with the Bitcoin halving almost here. Emtolio, my man.
Pog.
When are we playing League? Sarah, thank you so much for the 20 months. So another thing we highlighted yesterday was that TD was highlighting the Bitcoin ETF. Why is it that banks are highlighting these things? It feels like the weird norms, or at least when you talk to people before and you bring up crypto, it's like, that's kind of that weird thing that you're into. And now it's like, oh, the things that we use every day, they're open to it. It's becoming more widely accepted, recognized, and or used. Still talking about it, this time for the halving. So going back to that situation yesterday with the Canadian bank, there was a couple people that commented on this. One of them saying that to recap the video yesterday, it showed a man going into a bank and he was trying to withdraw $3,000, and the teller told him if he didn't have a receipt or specific form of document, she couldn't give it over. And it was, the argument of, is it really your money if it's in a bank? And a lot of people were like, hey, hold on, that's questionable. I got a comment on the video, shout out Fire Badger, regarding the person who posted the video being like, I don't trust that source. And I was like, no, I had something kind of similar happen before. It was in crypto related a few years ago. So obviously regulation and whatnot kind of changes and banks might be open up to it more so. And so this is just recapping some of the comments that were on there, showing kind of both sides of the story. One person responding saying, took me an hour and talking to 3 different superiors to the teller to finally withdraw $10,000 to cash purchase my daughter's Jeep. And Bacon number 23.
What's up, brother index pointing
up? What's up, brother index? Brother index, that's a hell of a gamer tag. Appreciate you for the 30 months. That's insane. Thanks, Bacon. Appreciate you and hope you were enjoying the sports season. I know that you do enjoy watching the sports. I try to mention soccer occasionally and people are still like, soccer's the worst sport ever. Guys, get the hell out of here. So this guy had to talk to a couple different tellers, eventually got the money, but it wasn't kind of an easy going process. For another person says, as a Canadian, I can say this is 100% true. For those saying that I'm lying, the exact same case the video happened to my mother-in-law at Scotiabank. Also, I have gone to the bank to deposit $5,000 cash only to be interrogated by the teller. Which is, I guess, kind of different for that. Another person saying, I'm Canadian, and I confirm 100% that this has never happened to me with larger withdrawals, so that person's never had any kind of an issue. And then here's like an actual breakdown that's kind of cool. I had this happen after buying some used restaurant equipment. Anything over $3,000 has to be requested, as apparently CIBC branches don't carry much cash anymore in anti-money laundering regulations. You have to fill out a form, and it asks you why you're taking out the money, and I wrote to buy stuff, and the teller was okay with that. So it looks like things, they're just kind of offering, sorry, I shouldn't say offering, but they're requiring a little bit more. I mean, does that say that a whole bunch of people are frauding the banks? Things on chain, how does that look? The digital dollars. And then this was a story that popped up immediately after we ended the stream yesterday, and this is about what happened in Australia. And my only takeaway from this, and I want you to kind of form your own opinion after you guys see this, but my only takeaway was, wow, things are moving digital at rapid speed, and I'm very glad that I'm at least aware of what's going on deeper within the digital landscape within blockchain, because everything's going digital. And if you haven't seen this, this is crazy.
Well, outrage in Queensland tonight after a local woman rocked up to her bank to withdraw cash, only to be told they didn't have any. Taryn Compton wanted to grab some notes to pay a tradie, but when she got to the ANZ ATM, she realised she'd forgotten her EFTPOS card. When she asked the teller for the money instead, she was told the bank doesn't carry cash.
And Taryn Compton's here to tell us all about her terrible banking experience. Taryn, what did you think when you walked into a bank only to be told they don't have cash?
I thought it was absolutely crazy. I thought she must have misheard what I wanted, if I'm honest. How can you go to a bank and not be able to get your own money out?
Taryn, that's what I'm confused about. So what's in the bank if there's no cash? Isn't there, if you open up the safe, what's in there? How did they explain it to you?
They just said, I'm so sorry, we can't help you. There's nothing we can do. We don't have cash here.
So did you think maybe that was a temporary situation? That maybe they were going to get some cash tomorrow?
No, she actually said, we don't carry cash anymore. We can't help you. She did say, if you're desperate for it today, you can transfer it to another bank and try and get it out there, but we can't help.
Was she in on how absurd this was? Like, did she get it was like you were walking into KFC and they said, sorry, we don't do chicken?
Well, this is the thing, right? It's like they're making this kind of big funny, like, ha ha ha, but we do everything digitally anyway, right? Like, it's not for anybody that, you know, lives life right now. You probably pay with a card 9 times out of 10. So it's not shocking that cash is kind of going away, but it does prove the point of how crazy digital assets and things in general are going to be, because everything is going digital. Okay, have you guys seen this video? Oh my goodness. So this guy goes around and he's asking people, what coin would you buy? And he talks about Arbitrum and he says, oh, it's got a chain that offers all these things, and then it's a dog with a hat.
For you right here. Here we have Arbitrum on the left. It's a decentralized blockchain, layer 2 on the Ethereum network. There's decentralized rollups, applications, DeFi, crypto gaming, etc. gets built using a decentralized consensus mechanism, a bunch of crazy technology being built on it. And on the right, we have dog with hat. As you could see, the dog has a hat. So which one of these coins would you actually buy?
I'm gonna go with the dog.
Dog with hat wins.
Okay. It's funny when it gets put in that light of things. And here, apparently, over in Asia, they're highlighting some crypto across their streets.
A lot of you guys have been asking about Bitcoin ETFs in Hong Kong. Well, check this out. There's a giant Bitcoin ad right now talking about the ETF that's imminent in Hong Kong. There's definitely a lot of attention going on here, because at the end of the day, when these ETFs launch, they need people to buy, right? So more and more ads, more and more attention, and Hong Kong's trying to push itself to be the center of Web3. So in this financial hub with so many people, we're going to see.
So this reminds me of the clip that we watched yesterday, where Yatsui said, you know, some of these countries that are really into blockchain, like they did things differently. And that's why they're in the position that they are. And everybody's talking about how, you know, that side of the world is really ramping up crypto, adopting it, and we're seeing the success that it's having kind of around it. And it's fascinating to see how everywhere regionally is treating this completely different. And it gets me excited, though, because here it feels kind of bearish over there. Oh, man, turn on the printer. CNBC graph incorrectly showed Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol down 99 to 100%. Okay, so you're watching the news with your parents, right? And the news ticker, they know you're in crypto, and the news ticker says that all the coins are down 100 to 99%. How do you try to explain to them that it's fake news and somebody messed up the graphic? You know, that absolutely was a conversation that happened somewhere. Apparently, GCR, the guy who bought that dog with hat photo yesterday and was being ultra bullish, apparently he turned $1,000 into $1 billion. Is that actually true from trading alts? That's nuts. I didn't realize it was that significant. All the FUD Bored Ape Yacht Club gets, and it's still the #1 NFT project by market cap. And so it shows the Bored Ape Yacht Club with a market cap of 105,000 ETH. Pudgy Penguins at 91,000 ETH, and I have no idea what this one is. Looks like a duck thing at 46,000 Sol, where it changes things a little bit, but damn, yeah, that's kind of crazy. The top NFT market cap is 332 million. Compare that to almost any notable cryptocurrency, and that is very, very small. One thing I noticed today or yesterday with the NFL All Day packs, they have a interesting branding approach where it feels like it's more flashy, it's digital, it's there to kind of get your attention. With less than 24 hours to order packs, rip packs to score the first ever rare moments from exciting players, and it's saying that there's more packs ordered than packs available. So I'm not sure if they, like, I haven't been following this, but it sounds like they're kind of experimenting with the mint style they want to do, which is kind of cool. But we'll see what happens with NFL All Day, NBA Top Shot, and all these sporting NFTs moving forward. Apparently, there is daily quests where you can earn points, and the Axie Infinity ecosystem is having a fair bit of AXS within the reward pool for completing it. Within there, it says open a pouch, win one battle in Classic, win one battle in Origins, and activate Atia, whatever the heck that means. But we're seeing more and more crypto games offering prize pools, daily rewards. We'll get into a massive esports tournament that if you follow me on Twitter, I posted about it before going live here. And there's a lot of opportunity that are out there. All right, so Cool Man's Universe randomly says, attention holders, massive sweeps are currently happening on Cool Man's Universe and Cool Man Babies. If you love your specials and babies, D-list now. Apparently one of the founders had like some of them listed and they got bought up in the sweep, and people are questioning, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why these are getting swept. We haven't seen stuff in a hot minute. But Cool Cats, if you've seen those Color Me Cool figurines across your timeline, apparently those are free. I didn't even realize that, but if you pay for the shipping, you can get one for free. So if you're trying to do that, I guess yeah, go searching for that, and appreciate Camel for highlighting the fact that it was free. Alluvium, another game here offering something similar to Axie Infinity with their dailies and extra rewards. But Karen here is saying, register now for your chance to get into the limited private beta. Once PB4 concludes, testing opens for everyone, and check out the footage below. So it is... Well, let me read the tweet first. Rangers of the Time is now get in and get registered for the private beta 4. Not only are registrations open, but we're also launching one of the largest airdrop campaigns in GameFi with 250,000 Alluvium tokens to be distributed. Joseph Rust, huge player within heavy metal, is saying that's about $25 million that are up for grabs within that. But here's the video right quick from Alluvium. Pretty fast pace here. Pretty fast paced. A lot of different game styles, it looks like, with Alluvium. Gonna be spicy. Blockchain games 2024, baby. The most viewed players on an NBA social media. So we highlighted the Lil Wayne, Coi Ray, Doodles happenings yesterday with the concert in Coachella, and it's really made me kind of like triple down on focusing on the impact of people, celebrities, etc. We got a crazy story with John Mellencamp and some politics here in a little bit, because people are realizing the social power that they have, and it's going to get hella interesting. But anyway, the most viewed NBA players on social media: LeBron James with 1.9 billion views, Steph Curry 1.7 billion, Victor Wembanyama 1.3 billion, Luka Doncic 1.2 billion. No wonder the endorsement deals are insane. Now, at the same time, you're like, okay, you know, I kind of get why some of the players maybe didn't talk about NBA Top Shot back in the day if they didn't know they were making cake bread off of it, whatever. But imagine LeBron James if he got a huge cut of every NBA Top Shot sale, and that man's chilling at the 1.9 billion people. Holy sheesh. But that's really opening my eyes to the impact these guys have. And Tali, when Illuvium stream? I guess at some point. Truly. Alt by Adidas. We are ready to step into the future with Steppin. Okay, so Adidas and their NFTs, they got some of the clothing and whatnot, but Steppin, if you remember, that was a thing that went super viral. Basically, it was like Pokemon Go, but NFTs and shoes. In the sense of like you go for walks, you get points, you can get these like cool digital wearables, and it really blew up. As you can see, 563,000 followers just on X alone. But they're partnering with Adidas, and it's going to be the allowed lists and exclusive giveaways. But the official announcement is Steppin x Adidas Step into the Future. We are proud to announce that we're teaming up with Adidas and Alts by Adidas for long-term collaboration to revolutionize the lifestyle app ecosystem and bring global adoption of FSL Web 3. This groundbreaking partnership will contain multiple activations meant to provide a full experience in our community, 1,000 co-branded Genesis sneaker NFTs on Solana, exclusive perks for holders, and a lot more to come. So we have some Nike shoes, right, through Clone X that are on ETH. This sounds like this is something that's going to be coming to Solana. We have Reebok Impact with the Root Network that's starting to happen at some point this year. I don't know when, and we are now at a point where we are seeing shoes becoming on the timeline a hell of a lot. Do we get the sneaker crowd similar to how they got into NBA Top Shot with some of these digital sneakers when fashion takes off? Maybe. BlackRock's entire ETF drop was timed for this ramp. All right, this is what somebody's thought is on this. Remember, it's a thought. See what they say. Juice the media, buy in, rocket it, take profit, buy the dip, the halving happens, moonwalk, add a zero to the check, second wave normies, etc. We all saw it coming. All right, guys, everybody's posting hella bullish going into this halving, but the markets are all dying. Yesterday, Mario got hacked. Find out why, because, oh my God, what if it happens to us? He received an email or an XDM, from a credible source with a phishing link. The team clicked on the link and filled sensitive data. Within seconds, my password and 2FA were changed, and I was logged out. 3 minutes later, all my delegated team accesses were revoked, so they could no longer DM or post. We realized we were hacked, and I messaged the security team. Within 3 minutes, my account was locked, then later recovered following an investigation. All right, that's freaking crazy. If you guys haven't seen, the new Fallout show is on Amazon Prime Video, whatever you call it. Apparently, it's spiking some of the old games, Fallout 4, Fallout 76. Seeing a ton of people getting into that, maybe even before they watch the show. But it is out right now if you guys have that streaming service, and you can see if you like it. I watched like 5 minutes of it last night, but then I just I'm gonna try to rewatch today, and then we will We'll judge it. I played Fallout 4. It's pretty good. I haven't played 76. Yesterday, this was yesterday, we saw a Trust Wallet tweet, and I didn't bring it up on stream because I think it happened after we streamed, and I was going to bring it up, and I saw this, and I thought it was very interesting. So Fubar was like pretty pissed on how they explained it, broke it down, but Trust Wallet is a crypto wallet, and they were basically one on the timeline and was like, we have a credible source of a vulnerable threat, red alert, red alert, red alert. And so Fubar responds with this in a pretty aggressive way. Today, Trust Wallet discovered the dark web, aka some dude on a forum who claims to have nation-state capabilities worth hundreds of millions, and for some reason is willing to sell you special deal, just $2 million, please send in USDC to MachiBigBrother.eth. Block this clown show. And that was a joke about Machi in like a different way, but they're basically saying they got hit up from a notable scam. And then the second tweet, Fubar saying, these accounts spread misinfo that a 12-year-old would be ashamed of believing. Block their socials, delete their apps. This sort of unfounded panic from obvious scams deserves no second chances. So the equivalent of getting an email saying, hey, we have all your private information. Give us a bunch of money. It's a fake scam. says Fubar. That's crazy, Trust Wallet. Okay, big sale here. Apparently, Damo bought a Steph Curry for $20,000. This was a massive consolidation event for my collection. Sold a lot of moments this last week to make this happen and realized a ton of losses. Almost all of MGLE 3 MSFE base Season 1 Legos plus a ton of Top Shot debuts. Never thought I'd sell. 1,500 plus moments and 300 plus packs. Holy mother of pearl. That is a hefty collection to go into a single moment. So what you're looking at on my screen right now is the Pixelmon price chart. Initially, around 2.5, 2.6 first day. A few days later, just flash crashes to 0.2. Again, over almost 3 Ethereum down to 0.2 Ethereum. And we're actually doing a little bit of a recap here on Pixelmon. Who remembers Pixelmon? Released in February of 22, the project minted 7,750 NFTs at 3 ETH each. Wow. Sounds good, right? Well, not quite. Let me take you on a deep dive. After a few delays, the Pixelmon NFTs were finally revealed to holders and were met with disappointment, even disgust. The vibrant art from the original trailer for the game was far from what was delivered. The Pixelmons looked rushed and unimaginative. Also, they were found to be derived from pre-existing at Unity art files converted into voxel format. Not a great look with the amount of capital raised. The only positive to come from this, if you can call it that, was that Kevin meme. Kevin was one of the species of Pixelmon and took crypto Twitter by storm. With his physical features including golden buck teeth and googly eyes, internet culture really ran with this one. Twitter accounts and meme coins were born honoring the ironic hero. At this point, the project was dead in the water until September of 22, when Liquid Studio bought a 60% stake in Pixelmon. The founder of the Web3 venture studio, Giulio Exilianis, immediately promised all of the Pixelmon art would be redone, excluding Kevin. Giulio stated to Cointelegraph, yes, he's a funny meme, but he's the symbol that nothing ever dies in blockchain, that there is this resilience in the industry. That's why we kept him as a symbol, and that's why we keep nurturing him. Not going to go through all of it, but holy crap, Pixelmon came out at 3 ETH. That's insane. Why the hell did it sell out? So apparently CoffeeZilla, who did that huge, or he does kind of like exposés on scammers per se, or like controversial things. There was a Logan Paul incident before, and now he's going into Counter-Strike. And I guess there's like a huge gambling scene within that. And Robin Dubs here, who I know sometimes watch the stream, what's going on, says, did you know that one of the biggest crypto gambling sites at Rollbit, the founder's previous website, CSGO Diamonds, was shut down for fraud? Yo, there's always something shady going on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Mutant Hounds, they ended up selling out. Hell yeah. You got the Pixels, you're rocking. Ton of conversations around Bitcoin overall, but the Mutant Hounds inscriptions mint has concluded. There will be a short intermission as we begin the process of inscribing the complete collection. And the Google searches for halving are going parabolic. Huh? People are starting to look it up. What does that mean? Maybe people are paying attention again. Just in, Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs to go live end of this month, says OSL Digital. OSL Digital will be the custodian for the Harvest and Cam Bitcoin ETF. So we got the halving. We have confirmed ETFs going live this month. And again, there's only like 14, 15 days left in this month. Things are happening very quickly. Minor Grail acquired. Look at this. It's a Venusaur that is a reverse holo that's graded from 2022. You know, I think these physical things are cool, but man, storing them, dealing with them, I don't want to do any of that stuff. All right. So if you're not following ordinals or anything, that's okay. But one thing that Daniel G highlighted today is absolutely true. Why is it that everybody is announcing a partnership with Magic Eden, specifically like on Bitcoin? Every single thing seems to be running through Magic Eden here, where, you know, early days OpenSea. I mean, now everybody still hates OpenSea. Magic Eden I don't think anybody dislikes necessarily, but we have the diamonds, and it just feels weird that everything is going through Magic Eden right now. Maybe that's bullish for diamonds. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, this is nuts. Okay, so basically, I guess he was going on a discussion about like who he wants to have as president during a concert. People pay like a lot of money. And I made a comment about there was some artist that had a concert and they ended up getting way too drunk for it. And then I remember afterwards seeing online all these things about how people were, making the effort, driving 6+ hours. Like, imagine going with your family members somewhere and making a day of it, and the guy's like, yeah, he just got friggin' licked up and he can't do anything. You're like, all right, what the hell? And now we have this where he decides that he's just gonna like completely end the show after like randomly bringing up something that, they say don't talk about like religion or politics. But, another side of this is the AI, right? Like, how much do we see where people are having an opinion and suddenly everybody hates that person? Or, for a company, if somebody has an opinion, then they get fired for that opinion. And then you have these AIs and you're like, okay, well, look at all the music in Hollywood and all those crazy stories that are coming out all the time. And you're like, okay, well, that seems like kind of problematic. Well, AI wouldn't have any kind of problems or like some past shady dirt, whatever. Like, so is the future going to be like, where we don't have to worry about going to these concerts, where we can go like online through the metaverse, and then because the people might do something stupid that other people absolutely hate, well, I'll just have it all run by AI. But here's the clip. This is crazy.
Yeah, real quiet. What do you think I've been doing, you cocksucker? Now, here's the thing, man. You don't know me. You don't f***ing know me. Hey, Joe, find this guy and let me see him after the show. Guys, I can stop this show right now and just go home. Tell you what I'm going to do. Since you've been so wonderful, I'm going to cut about 10 songs out of the show. Here we go. A little ditty. Black Jack Diane. Two maggots, goonies going up in the heartland. Show's over.
Imagine going to a concert. The guy talks about something that's not music and super divisive of individuals. And he's like, yeah, I'm just done because you guys didn't like what I had to say. What the hell is going on? And Drew, what's going on, Virus? How are you doing? Guys, where the hell's Nicole Muniz? Do you remember when Yuga Labs was at its heights? Bored apes were taking over the world and Post Malone had a cowboy bored ape. This is her last tweet. Being CEO of Yuga has been an incredible journey. Stoked to welcome Daniel to the team and can't wait to see the awesomeness under his leadership. As for me, stay tuned. There's a lot to build in this new era of the internet. And that was back when Daniel Legray took over back in December of 2022. No new tweets from Nicole. No, nothing whatsoever. I mean, maybe she made an absolute bag from the exit of that and is just enjoying retirement. Love to see it. Okay, the Esports World Cup will be giving out $60 million across well-known esports, including CS2, Dota 2, Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch 2, Rocket League, and more. So there's this big esports tournament, and it's $60 million, which is a lot. And so I made this post saying $60 million is up for grabs playing video games at the highest level of competition that you would never qualify for. But obviously the prize pool is spread across 6+ titles. We have similarly sized prize pools starting to pop up in the blockchain games, and you don't need to be a pro or on a team to compete. And that's true. As we looked at earlier, Illuvium, 25 mil, Third Kingdom, markets crashed, 30 mil, 25 mil, whatever it be, it's still a hell of a lot. What do you need to be able to play those games? A plot of land you can buy for like $100 right now. Right? Like that, like legitimately what I just said is like a factual thing. Now, are you going to make the most of it? Can you win that prize with that singular thing? Not necessarily, right? But oh my goodness, money is flying in. I'm totally when Web3 game tournament, brother. when Web3 Game Tournament? That is the question. And the final thing that I wanted to highlight regarding this Esports World Cup, look at the phrasing that they're using. In quotes, life-changing prize money. Where else have you heard people talk about life-changing money? That's all I'm going to say. That's it for this edition of XFeed. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. I'm Dolly, Kid Arcade, Virus, everybody that's a silent listener and watching afterwards. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We will be back tomorrow as per usual. If you like the video, that's amazing. If you want to share it with a friend, that's even better. And if not,